deal. We all are human. We all will face a speed bump. And I call these speed bumps, anyone been to Mexico, you would know, Mexican speed bumps suck. They're called a topez. They're abrupt, they're god-awful, and they will totally break your car. Well, there are a few of us that are going to be hit with a topez in life. Some of us are faced with bigger speed bumps than others, but it doesn't matter what it is, what form it takes. Someone's going to be a loss in your life. You're going to lose a loved one. You're going to, unfortunately, have health problems. Someone's going to see divorce in this room, right? We're all going to be faced with some kind of a speed bump. So when I got blindsided with mine, I came up with an equation that helped get me through it. And it was, one, I can't do this alone. And no matter what a control freak I am, I have to let the people around me lift me up. And I have to rely on them, no matter how hard that is for me. So the most important thing is you surround yourself with a team of people that will get you there, that can get you through that speed bump. The second thing is you have to have a strategy. Part of my strategy was that I was going to find one reason to smile every single day. And the other part was I was going to exercise every single day. Now, that doesn't mean 5 days a week. That doesn't mean 6 days. That doesn't mean tapering before a race. That means every freaking day. And that may not sound hard, but when you know you have to do that for 2 years, 2 years is a long time to exercise every day. In that 2 years, I did miss 2 days. There were 2 really hard days and I just couldn't move. And the reason why I put that into my strategy was because if you can train your body to believe that you're going to win, no matter whether it's depression because you've just lost a loved one or you've been laid off or whatever that looks like, if you can keep moving, your brain will follow suit and it will believe that you will win as well. But you have to do that, and the only way you can find that strength is to keep moving forward. So it didn't matter how hard a day it was going to be, I was going to exercise every day. So to do that, I surrounded myself with some of the most badass teammates, a lot of them are at this table over here, and said, please race with me. Please do some crazy shit with me, because if you don't, I won't have a goal. And if I have that goal, then I can work towards that. It also meant that I had to kind of get the doctors on my strategy, and that was hard. But I was willing to ask for it, and that I think is a little bit unique too. So part of that strategy was saying, look, here's the deal. I'm kind of going to be in the middle of the desert when you need me to do blood work, and then I know I'm supposed to start chemo like 2 days later, but how's that going to work out after I've just completely annihilated my body? And they would just look at me like I had 15 heads and say, that's not how this works. And I'd say, well, it is in my world, so get on the same page and let's figure out how we get me some blood work in the middle of the desert. That's just how it's got to work. So after a while, once you actually announce your strategy, people will follow suit and they'll support you. And then the third piece to this is that you then have to put action in place. And you can't surround yourself with a team, have a great strategy, and do nothing about it. You've got to actually work your ass off. And that's what I had to do to get through that 2 very difficult years. And that's exactly what we have to do here, right? So you're going to do the same thing when we start this race tomorrow. And you're going to have some really great moments, you're going to have some really tough moments. So grab your teammates and get them to rally you around those tough moments and find a reason to smile and get some more mountain biking in. That's all there is to it, right? Action. So my equation again is really easy. If you think about it, it's just surround yourself with the right team, put a good strategy in place, make some action happen, and you'll get some really freaking unique results.